What is it with creepy relatives? They're always showing up at the wrong time and they want to kill you and they want to skin you and use your skin to hang wallpaper? I guess I just have a weird family. Stoker comes to us from the director of Oldboy, a fantastic movie, truly great movie, and one of the best foreign films I think ever made. And this movie stars Mia Wasikowska. Dang it, I can never get her name right as I check it on my phone. Mia Wasikowska. Mia Wasikowska? Mia Wasikowska. Her. The girl from Jane Eyre and Alice in Wonderland. She's a good actress. Go ahead, make comments about how I should spell it and pronounce it. I'll forget the next time I have to do it. I always do. Her name confuses me. It also stars Nicole Kidman and Matthew Goode. This movie tells the tale of India Stoker. Now, her father, played by Dermot Mulroney, recently passed away in a car accident. Now, her uncle is played by Matthew Goode, and he's coming over to kind of comfort them in their time of need in his own little special way, his psychopath way. He starts to hit on Nicole Kidman despite the fact that that's his dead brother's wife, and he kind of starts to hit on India as well, and leads her down a very dark path in which she descends into this something. She descends into some kind of realm of... This is an interesting movie, let me just put it that way. Stoker is a movie that I was looking forward to see because of the director. This guy, man, he knows how to shoot a movie, and this movie looks extremely visually impressive. There's a lot of shots in the movie where I just kind of tilted my head, or I looked and I was just like, wow, that's really impressive cinematography. And this movie is filled with it. And the plot of this movie is definitely very cliched, and I know that you kind of want to think, well, it's artfully told, but the fact of the matter is, we have seen this story many times where a stepfather will come in, or an uncle will come in, or even an aunt or a stepmother will come in, and suddenly there is a domestic dispute of insane degree because they're a murderer, or he's a psychopath, or something. I'm thinking Domestic Disturbance with Vince Vaughn and John Travolta. I'm thinking the Stepfather movie. There's a lot of movies that definitely have a very similar plot to this. There are aspects of this plot that definitely take it in different directions with the character of India, where she kind of starts to take on similar traits. That's not as common. And I gotta be honest with you guys, as the viewers, that I was very excited for this movie, but it really did let me down. This movie isn't even close to being as good as the Korean films this director has made in the past. It could be because he maybe had more studio pressure making an American movie or something along those lines. I don't know, but there is definitely something here that slipped, and I'll tell you my reasonings behind it. It's very difficult to latch onto this movie because the characters are all extremely unlikable. But the thing that really kept taking me out of the movie was the fact that all of the actors acted like they were in a movie. After the movie, a friend of mine said that kind of reminded me of a stage play. Like everyone was really huge and bombastic and really big, and just I'm in a movie right now and I'm going to stand like as rigid as possible and say all of my lines like this to the camera because I'm in a movie right now and I'm an important actor. It just didn't feel real. And the director made a lot of weird choices that I didn't really understand with the way he made the movie. There were certain things about the way the film was constructed that really made me confused. Multiple times throughout the movie, it really felt like he was trying to take an extremely simple plot and take it to another art form, which is extremely commendable, but it just didn't work for me. Also, the way the film eventually ended, which I will not spoil, I can kind of see the way it was going. You know, you see certain hints at some of the things that are going to happen, but after you know where the film eventually goes, you start to think back on the film, and things start to not make sense anymore. Now, I've read a lot about this movie, and some people have theorized that a lot of the movie, perhaps certain parts of it could be imagined, or maybe that wasn't entirely real. Is this in her mind? Is that in that character's mind? And I think the reason that I had a hard time latching onto it is because the movie felt so simple to me. You have the evil uncle who's coming in and he has an agenda and he's gonna mess up the family. But then there's this whole side of this movie that's trying to be so analytical and look at me and look at this and look at that, that I felt like those two things really clashed. I'm gonna give Stoker a C-. Now, I know that a lot of people are excited for this movie, and I truly hope you enjoy it, and I hope that you appreciate it, but I'm telling you, if you are a huge fan of Oldboy, a film that I really appreciate, if you go into this movie, don't expect it to be even near that level. I mean, it's just not gonna happen. But I also wanna let you know that I didn't go into this movie expecting that. I just went into the movie knowing what the director is capable of doing. And for that reason, I was let down by this movie. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and as always, if you like this, you can click right here and get Stuckmanized.